We all love him. Give it up for Paco, guys.
All right, yeah. So you know what's awkward? Earlier, before I came on the show, I was really nervous, so I had to go to the bathroom. And you know when you go to the bathroom, you knock on the door to check if someone's in there? Well, I knock on the door, and the guy inside said, "It's open." I was like, I don't know who it was, man. You guys laugh a bit too loud over there, but... Yeah, no, a little bit about myself. I do not like children. I mean, totally true. Come on, like, seriously, who likes these little gremlins? Like, all they do is just run around, scream for ice cream, and just bully other children. Now, I wouldn't be talking about bullying if I hadn't been personally affected by bullying in my own childhood. It's kind of sad. You know, looking back, I do feel bad for bullying these kids. Shouldn't have done it, but at least I feel bad, you know? No, I was a decent kid growing up, I would say so. I think I was pretty nice. I hope so. No, but I had a tough time in my childhood. As some of you might have noticed, I have these things called tics, in which especially my eyes or my head or some other body parts just twitch randomly. Looks kind of stupid. I don't know if you've noticed. Sometimes I just walk around with my eyes just twitching. It's just really stupid. And there's nothing I can do. I remember being in conversations back in elementary school, trying so hard not to twitch, until my eye was like, "Nah, son, I'm going crazy." And just start. Like, there's nothing I can do. Like, it's an inevitable lose-lose scenario. Like, can you imagine being in a group full of evil kids, and you're trying so hard not to stand out? Well, I was the kid, like, basically, if you can imagine being in a pool full of sharks with a full meat suit on, and just winking at every shark going by, like, like, what's worse than that? Like, come on. So it was kind of tough. Side note, if during my set right here I wink at some of you guys, to the guys, just ignore it. To the girls, Middle East, room 14. You know where I'm at. So, no, I've gotten to this point in my life where I just don't care anymore. You know, I've gotten pretty used to it. Yeah, it's just a part of my life. It does get annoying sometimes. Like, for example, if I'm talking to teachers. I remember this one time in class, mathematics, 9th grade. We had a super pretty teacher. It was very pretty. It was not the problem. The problem was when she came up to me and just looked directly in my eyes and started talking to me. Again, same scenario. Just my eyes started twitching, you know, so I started winking at the teacher. How weird is that? So yeah, that sucked. But you know how you get flies caught in your eyes and then you're like, "Oh shit, let me get this out real quick." So I was standing there and then like doing that for 5 minutes or some shit. And then all my classmates came up to me like, "Are you all right? Like 100 flies per minute, that's pretty impressive." Like, should have thought of a better excuse after a couple of minutes. Like, I was the weirdo, like, right away. But like, no, so I was like trying to get the fly out my eye. Like, it was all good though. I was playing it off cool. Till I looked back up at the teacher, and the teacher decides to wink back at me. I was like, "Are you serious?" Like, I mean, that wouldn't be as bad if the teacher just weren't a male, you know? Like, I don't feel comfortable with old men winking back at me. That's just not my type. I don't know. It's not what I usually go for. Yeah, I don't know. Have you ever noticed, like, I always walk around with a cross? Like, probably the most common question I've gotten in IPC is like, "Are you religious?" Paco, like, tell me, are you religious? Like, come on, I wouldn't be wearing it if I weren't religious. Like, seriously, that's the #1 question I've gotten in the past few weeks. Just to make it clear, so I don't have to get this question like 10 times a day. I am religious, Roman Catholic, I'm a Christian, that's right. But I'm not one of those guys that's gonna be like, you know, if you don't believe in God, you're gonna go to hell, like the devil's gonna get you. I mean, you will, don't get me wrong, but I'm just not that guy, you know? I'm not gonna say that in your face, you know, so you can live happily, like, don't be scared about it. You know, coming to IPC really taught me who I truly am. I remember the first day I came here, the first day I arrived, I think it was Emilio and a whole bunch of other kids came up to me, and they were like, "Hey, new guy, like, where are you from, right?" And without hesitating, I was like, "Hey, ¿qué pasa, vato? Like, I'm from Mexican, boy. Like, viva Mexico." Like, without hesitation, because Mexico is cool, right? Everyone loves Mexico. Like, is that not right? Like, who doesn't like Mexico? Like, I mean, Mexico's pretty cool. Like, everyone loves Mexico. Just turn, oh, you don't like Mexico? Of course, the American right there. Who would have thought? No, Mexico's pretty cool. The only thing is, after 1 week of living la vida loca at IPC, I noticed my liver is not Mexican. Like, that's a fact. It's not. So, yeah, so like after 1 week, I just noticed I'm not Mexican. If you ask me today, I'm 100% German, all right? Like, I'm done with that face. Like, how dare you even compare me to those people? Like, I'm done with that, all right? Like, I'm German, okay? Nothing else. I'm done. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. The guys are pretty cool. Like, they're pretty chill. Turns out being a Mexican in IPC just involves a lot of things like coming to morning fellowship late, or just being loud in the common room, or partying on Fridays, on Saturdays, yeah, even on Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, even on Wednesdays. Did I say Thursday? Like, it's just too much for me, right? Like, I just can't deal with that anymore. So yeah, I'm German. If you ask me, I'm German, that's it. It's crazy, like, it's pretty annoying being a German. People always associate Germans with two things. You're either a Nazi or you have no sense of humor at all. Like, the two things. It's pretty annoying. Like, apparently we're known for not having any sense of humor. Like, we're not funny at all, which I find pretty stupid, because guess what? Tonight you've all laughed at my jokes. And usually you laugh at jokes for one of two reasons. Either because I'm actually funny or because I'm a weirdo. And you can't laugh at someone just because he's a weirdo, because that's the case. Some of you are looking funny tonight, all right? So I guess my jokes are all right. No, like, I guess they're all right. I guess they're all right. Sí, estoy temblando. I'm shaking, man. I'm shaking. It's my tics, you know. I can't do anything against it. No, like, if you really thought I would come here on stage and not make fun of you guys, like, you came to the wrong show. Like, rule 1 of comedy: make fun of yourself before you make fun of others. Like, that's the first thing comedians learn, right? Which is kind of hard for me, because I don't want to be that guy that mocks other people. That's just not my type. You know what they say, like, treat others as you want to be treated? That's right. You know what I say? Fuck that rule. Let's get back to making jokes about you guys. It's the easiest thing. Like, as I said, if you thought you came here to just enjoy the show, like, you came to the wrong place. Like, you're all here now. Like, there's no escape. Yeah, here, lock the doors. There's no going back. No, like, the only person I should really make fun of, to be honest, is Nina. Because the one thing I said before this show is, please, no way, let me go after Angelo. What did she do? The next coming up, Angelo. Like, before the show, I came up to her, I was like, yeah, is it possible if we can, like, change the order? And she's like, yeah, no problem, I'll just announce you before Angelo. What did she do? Next up, Angelo. Like, come on. How am I gonna step up that amazing show? Like, that's it for me, guys.